All right, welcome to your new PIWC Mackiney. We've done quite a bit of upgrade here, installation, new stuff. So I'm gonna run you down through the setup. We're gonna start by power. Once you enter the sanctuary, you come to the front. At this rack right here, the rack is labeled Disconnect 1. So when you come in the morning, this is the first switch you hit. This is the first switch here. All right. So that switch right there is also powered by the east lights, which is this guy right here. I am actually going to put a label here, labeled sound. If I cut that, it cuts everything, including the lights. So make sure the east ceiling light is engaged. I'm going to put here, do not tamper with this, so that make sure you don't mess with the east ceiling lights. All right, so you hit that switch right there, D-Snake 1, and make sure the ceiling lights is on. All right. And we're here, and so that D-Snake is labeled number 1. Here it's labeled mixer number 2. That means it's, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And that's the sequence of you powering on the system. So you start with that, number 1, then you come to this one, number 2, and then speakers 3, number 3. Now, when you are shutting down, going home, you do it the opposite way. You do the reverse. You start with speakers, mixer, and that guy right there. Now, another thing about power is right here. This socket right here controls stage lights. And now, as you can see, the only lights that are on are the bar lights that are not connected to that setup. So we can see the stage lights are on. All these lights are powered by this. And this is the baptismal light. So this is to power on the baptismal light. All right, let's go to the mixer. So this is the X32 right now. I'm going to kind of run you down on the setup. So we're going to save what we have right now, just so that we don't lose it. Save. All right, so I'm going to power off the system. And then, so now you just showed up in the morning, you power on. And let's wait for this to boot up. Give it a few minutes. And when the X32 finishes to boot up, the only thing that you have to do to get sound is the main fader right here. That's the only thing that engages down when you turn it on. So just push the fader up to the unity gain right there. So I always recommend the top of the fader to touch the line right here, that line. So don't push it like that, you're gonna blow your speaker. So start by around there. If it's not loud enough, push it there. And if it's totally necessary, you can put it up to right there. But remember, all these things cause feedback, so I recommend you put it at about right there. So as you can see, the mixer turned on, and this is how the mixer turns on. And so when you play music with this cord right here, so this will either be connected to a computer or the phone. And it's labeled media room. And right away you can see when I'm playing, I can push that and I get music. And so this right here is the first layer of the right side of the mixer. It's called DCA. It's a grouping of the entire channels, everything that's hooked up. So this one fader will control drums, and you can see all your drums have been selected. So by bringing this up and down, it controls the sound of the drums. And of course, the same way with everything. So you can stay right here and mix your whole entire service. You don't need to go anywhere else, just this right here. And this is what I would recommend for you to do at the beginning until you start looking at YouTube videos and start learning more about the mixer. So you stay at this right here, and this you have everything: drums, bass, piano, pastor's mic, lead mic, and all the other backup mics, which is all the back 1 through back 5. All of them are being controlled by that. So pretty much you can mix your whole entire session. If the piano is too low, you can come here and turn the piano up. If pastor needs more volume, you can come and push him up. So another thing you need to know is your live stream. Your live stream is located at this right here, matrix 1 or main C. So hit that right there, and you can see it, it's labeled stream. And this right here is what controls your live stream volume. So the more you push it, the more live stream gets more audio. That's it. That's pretty much it with the mixer. Don't mess with anything else until you learn a bit more about it. All right, so let's go to the lights. This is your lighting controller. Pretty simple. When it comes back on, when it turns on, you just start, don't press any other buttons. You just press a button right here, number 1. And I'm gonna show you here. This is scene. And this 02 is the bank. We have set up this little console with 2 banks of presets. Now, just to show you, this little console can go up to 23 banks. So remember to see 101 or 102. And then when you're on 101, which is recommended for when there's not much going on or when there's preaching, because they're static scenes. And as I press this, you can see that the lights are changing and getting different moods. And so what I'm just doing here is pressing the number. Just press the number here. You can see here I'm on number 6. You can see 6 comes up here. So it's scene number 6, bank number 1. And so you can bank up to number 2 and press scene number 4, and it's gonna tell you what scene you're on. So scene is the preset, 02 or whatever number this is here is the bank. Now remember, if you go to bank 3, there's nothing. And if the console is not working, don't call me. Just go back down to bank 1 or bank 2. That's where we have presets. Okay, it's pretty simple. Now, before this video turns to 10 minutes, I'm gonna stop right there. As you can see, we have done everything. Don't mess with none of these microphones. They have all been preset. Pretty much everything has been preset. The power down here is for the stuff that has been hooked up. So don't unplug anything down here. This is your DMX amplifier right here. So make sure nobody comes to mess with that stuff right here. One more thing here. You see this guy here? It's right in the back. When you enter the steps right here, there's a power thing right here on the ground. Please be careful of it. This is the best way I could get power from this outlet to power all the speakers. So if someone comes and pulls this out, all the speakers are not going to work. As you can see, it's been recessed and bolted down. But if you come here and mess with it too much, you can pull it out because it is connected. But that's what's powering all your speakers. All right, so pretty much that's it. This line right here goes to your projector, so please nobody come to this extent right here. Nobody mess with this stuff here. And we should be good to go. All right, thank you.